Alrighty.
Business.
Business time. It's business time.
Business.
It's
the
Vivian,
business.
And I am talking to Juno for Livewire. We are at Big Sound. How are you guys?
Good. So good.
Good. So good.
Different energies. But
Yeah, a little tiny mic situation.
It was the same energy.
It's the same amount of
It was
energy.
the same energy.
Close enough. Yeah.
The goodest of energies, the best of the ones. You guys are playing your first showcase tonight at 11 p.m, but you also played a show on Monday, didn't you? On Monday night.
We did, yeah. We did like a little unofficial showcase for our booking agency that we're on,
Yeah.
Destroy Alliance, and it was so good. We were like, all the other bands were quite heavy. We were definitely the outlier where we were quite pop.
Yeah.
But it was great. Like the crowd was awesome.
I love that. I feel like sometimes the crowd really reacts a lot better to that when you are just kind of, I don't know, this side thing. They're like, okay, cool, I can know how to groove to this. I know how to, whoa.
Yeah.
What the fuck was that?
Yeah.
And they're just like, yeah, this is amazing. This
Something
is awesome.
a bit different.
So you're feeling warmed up for tonight. Already.
We are, yeah. Because we've added like a few new songs to our set and like done some new arranging. So it was nice to like get the first show out of the way. But yeah, it felt good.
There was a lot of new tech that we added, and I won't go into the details, boring stuff, no one cares, but it was good to be able to test some stuff out before the showcases. So yeah, we're really looking forward to it. It'll be
That's
good.
so good. So you've got 11 p.m. tonight at Eclipse, and then you've got 8:30 at the JBL Live stage,
Yes.
which is the one in the mall.
Yeah,
which
massive.
Is sick. So good. I saw Holly Hebe play there yesterday.
she was so
and
good.
It was so good, and it was all packed out. It was amazing. What do you feel like you most excited for? Like either show they kind of weighted the same for you, or you're sort of like pumped up for one more than the other? Do you
I
think?
feel like just seeing that stage there, the outdoor one, that's going to be massive.
It feels
That's
like
gonna
a
be
festival
Yeah,
stage,
exactly.
yeah.
But we went and checked out Eclipse last night as well because we hadn't been there before. And it's really cool. Like it's a really cool setup. So I don't know. Like before seeing it, I thought that would be the good one, but I think both are going to be great. For
They're
very
both going
different
to be
reasons.
different vibes. But I'm looking forward to both. Like, the photos are going to look very good. That's what I do. Like with the lights all around. It's
And
very
I cannot
pretty.
wait to see what you are going to wear because I mean, when I ran into you last night, it was like, you're a vision in blue. You were like,
Thank you.
were like a fairy blue polar bear.
Oh my God.
Like,
Thank you. That's so nice.
All dressed up. I really like the aesthetic that you guys are bringing, particularly like with the new single Bleach and the way that you did all the cool like 90s style stuff in your room. Is that sort of a vision that you guys created together?
Big
Or-
time, yeah. I think nostalgia plays a big part in our music. From like what we write songs about to the way everything looks and feels.
Yeah.
Like I think the visual element is especially, I think, very important with me. I think I can't visualize or like feel a song if it doesn't have a visual thing connected to it. So yeah, and we also like Nisha, I should definitely credit here, Nisha, our stylist, who is amazing and helps us out a lot with the clothing and the set styling and everything. But
Yeah, I don't know. For some reason, we just like randomly got this bug recently where we just kind of wanted to just throw all these 90s influences that we had into our music and into our visuals and stuff. And
we're both 90s babies.
exactly.
Yeah,
So it's like
yeah.
we really just haven't looked back since then. So we're really gonna stick to that. I think. So.
I know it's like when you're coming up to your third decade of life and you're just like, or just passing it, and you're like, wow, I am just such a 90s child, and I just want to go back to this
For real.
beautiful like Technicolor dreamscape and everything. Yeah.
Golden era.
Yeah, I feel like it's one of those times too where the visual components really link in with the sound and production components, because you do have this really bright sound, particularly in the latest single Bleach. Do you want to talk to me a little bit about that single and what's going on? It's so fucking catchy.
Thank you.
Like every time I feel like I just get it stuck in my head, I'll sort of wake up in the morning and be like,
That's so good. Fuck yeah, that's awesome.
Good, it's working.
Yeah, my plan has worked.
Yeah. No, it's kind of funny. Bleach was cool because it was like, do you want me to hold this?
If you want it.
It was like the first time, this sounds kind of backwards, but it was the first time that we wrote a Juno song on just acoustic guitar first, instead of having the production happening as we go. So like I think it turned out a little different, and it was like a little sonically different and stuff because the process was so different. And we don't usually do that, but it was really fun like thinking about like before the production happened and before all that kind of thing, like exactly what the song was, and like the universe and everything was almost created before we started production, which doesn't usually happen on Juno songs. And it was kind of like, I don't know, just like a nice thing to change the process up, and we ended up with something I think pretty different from other Juno songs, but something that I think I cherish a whole lot more, because like this whole universe and narrative and everything was created before we properly hit the studio with it. So it was fun.
Yeah, it breathed life into the song before
Yeah,
it even,
exactly.
existed in
exactly.
that way.
Because usually I like when we're making Juno songs, I just kind of like make beats and then Kahlia sings over it.
Yeah.
But this time it was like we were really thinking about the song. Yeah, exactly.
And you can tell that, I
Song,
feel like.
song.
A song.
Yeah.
A real song.
Yeah, we wrote a real song. It was cool.
I'm a real song.
Yeah,
It's great.
exactly.
Talking about that, I guess, I love seeing the clips of you guys as baby Junos.
Oh, yeah.
On Instagram the other day. Like,
Yeah.
you both look so little and gorgeous and green and cute. And I'm just wondering, like, how, because you guys have obviously grown together, like, how the project's grown with you, like, how you feel like it's grown with you across the years.
I mean, massively. You can tell by those pictures. Like, I mean, just everything. Like, I feel like we've learned a lot in the first 3 years. Like, to be honest, it was kind of like a bit of a slow start because we only released, like, in our first year, we only released 1 song. And then in our second year, we only released 1 more song. And we did a lot of touring during that time. So in the live context, we did a lot, but we just didn't really release very much. It wasn't until this past year that I really feel like we ramped it up and like really stepped into things and learned
You've
quickly.
made up for it. You've released so much.
Yeah, like we've gone very hard. But yeah, I feel like we've just learned what we like a lot better and really whittled down, I don't know, through trial and error. Like there was always a lot of color and it was always bright pop and it was always empowering, but I think we just figured out what our very specific niche version of that is a lot better now. And I'm sure we will again in the next few years. Like, niche it down even more, yeah. But yeah, I think we've also just grown more confident in our taste as well. I think like initially it's like being impacted and influenced by a lot of different people and voices and changing your mind constantly about what you like. I think now we know what we like, and I think that especially with like our EP that we're working on, like our first body of work, we feel a lot more confident releasing that because we're like, we know who we are now. It just took a few years to get there, I think.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. And it's like we're kind of writing for us at the moment, I think. You know what I mean? Like we're writing music that we want to hear.
Yeah.
I think kind of for the first time.
That really
in
translates
Juno's
to the live show as well. You can tell that it's stuff that you guys really believe in, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. And
it's
are
nice
enjoying.
exactly. And it's like, it's nice to hear a song back that we've made and like just think if another band had released that or written that or whatever, I'd be a fan of it. You know, it feels really good. I think up until then, it was like, I mean, I love all the stuff we've released, but it was very much like a process, kind of finding what it is that we like about all of this stuff. But I think we've arrived on something, like Kahlia said, like we want to do an EP next year.
Yeah.
And the sound of that is like, to me, I'm a fan of that EP,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
which is an awesome
me too.
yeah,
Very
awesome.
much
But
so.
yeah.
That's so good. Hey, I've got a couple of like quick fire big sound questions, then we can wrap it up. You guys can enjoy yourself. So my first question is, if you could describe your big sound experience in 1 word, what would that word be?
Oh, inspiring. Honestly, this morning, very inspiring. Sorry, 1 word. Inspiring.
Crazy. And sleepy.
Sleepy, actually. Real.
If Juno was a drink, what drink would it be?
Espresso martini?
Oh, nice. Or like Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
Like neon and just fucking like, you know?
Yeah, sure.
Sweet and sugary.
Yeah.
But keeps you awake for a long time.
Say that.
Yeah. Amazing. And is there anyone that you're super excited to see this week?
Oh, Holly Hebe was one of them, and she was brilliant. 1,000 Miles, very good.
Yeah, massive cover of 1,000 Miles last night from Holly Hebe.
Wild.
Very sick.
Yeah.
Pep Talk.
Pep Talk, Arm Lock. I think tonight.
Yes. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that they're playing
really
tonight.
keen for
Yeah.
Arm Lock.
Stalker, because we just love her.
Yep. And Tiffy, who
So
saw a
good.
little bit of but want to see again.
Yeah.
Tiffy was incredible.
And Lyric.
Yes.
And Lyric.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was many more than one.
And everybody.
And everyone.
I love it. Thank you so much for talking to me, Juno.
having us.
We can see you guys tonight at 11 p.m. At Eclipse and tomorrow night at 8:30 at the JBO live stage. Have a beautiful big sound.
You too. Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us
Thank
also.
you.